Welcome to the fourth and final episode of Face of the Franchise. This video is sponsored by EA Sports. Appreciate them for flying me out to Orlando and allowing me to capture this footage for you guys.
If that's the bank calling about my condo loan, tell them I'm not here. Just... Hello?
Hey, this is Brian Flores, head coach of the Miami Dolphins. We've had our eye on you for a while. We're excited. We're going to make you the newest member of the Miami Dolphins.
In the previous episode, you guys saw I was drafted by the Miami Dolphins. Right afterwards, we are basically thrown into a franchise mode with our quarterback. So unfortunately, like, the cutscenes are basically over. Nothing else is going to be happening, but we do have some objectives here. Like, we got a text message from our head coach. Now, you want to make sure you don't skip over these because a lot of them are going to give you XP. A lot of them are going to give you like attribute boosts. So right here, you guys see my coach is telling me, all right, in the preseason, I'm going to be playing 1 quarter. Now, after I read a few of his messages, you guys see he did end up giving me 300 XP, which is clutch. Now, look, next up, this man Jack Ford hit us up, right? Now, this one was very clutch because as you go into it, he basically asks you like, all right, what part of your game do you want to work on? Now, you got throwing deep. I'm good, which I don't know why you would say that. Scrambling and accuracy. Now, you want to answer one of the 3 because if you do, he'll actually give you like an attribute boost. So as you guys see, I got 3+ in medium accuracy, which is going to help us out so much. Next up, we're going to address some of our abilities, Superstar and X Factor abilities. Now, as far as our X Factor goes, we got Fright Train. Basically, when you run, you get to avoid the first contact. Like, you always break off the first contact. A guy like Cam Newton has it. And then we also have 3 Superstar abilities. Now, the first one, I decided to go ahead and equip the Last Ditch. The second one, I decided to go ahead and pick up Pocket Deadeye. Now, the higher overall you get, the more of these abilities you will unlock. Like, as you guys see, the last 2, I still have them locked. Now, when I hit a certain overall, those will get unlocked. So imagine having 5 Superstar abilities and 1 X Factor ability. That's insane. All right, now we are set to kick off the preseason. So let's go ahead and jump into it.
As always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones.
Now, I got into my first preseason game. Coach told me I could only play 1 drive, and I came in there taking advantage of my opportunity. I don't know what type of celebration I'm doing there, but as you guys see, moving on into our next preseason game, I continue to dominate in my gold Jordan 1s. Now, the preseason was over. We are now into week number 1 of the regular season, and I had 1 skill point to work with. I decided to go ahead and work on our field general upgrades, which, you know, it helped us out with throwing accuracy down the field. And I also decided to go ahead and change up some of my accessories. Like, I changed up my cleats. I changed up the turf tape. We went ahead and started rocking the Alvin Kamara. And we still haven't showed off our X Factor ability here in week 1. The Fright Train. You see your boy breaking those tackles? Now, the reason why this is the final episode, it's because, honestly, after you get past the college stage, after you get drafted into the NFL, it basically becomes like a regular franchise mode with a quarterback. So, honestly, I just wanted to, like, do a recap of, like, his first year so you guys get a feel of how the mode is going to be. And you guys know, like, the main series I'm doing this year is with a cornerback. So, for this series, I just wanted to show off, like, what type of things you should expect after you get drafted. And like I said, it's basically the game turning into like a franchise mode, except you have like a few objectives you could complete through text messages and whatnot. But as you guys see, we finished week number 1. We actually got the victory. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and jump into week number 2, and this was when we got a reality check, because I was like, yo, this season is gonna be a breeze. but it wasn't. As you guys see, we are losing 24-14. That boy Albert Wilson, yo, he was like one of the only players that showed up on this team. But right here, you guys see my tight end got stripped, and I had to come out here and seek revenge. Yo, my guy does it all. We ended up getting blown out by the New England Patriots, but I still wanted to come out here and show full effort. Another big time touchdown by Albert Wilson right there. So in week number 2, we ended up losing 45-27. And as you guys see from the stats, Tom Brady threw 5 touchdowns. One of them was to Demaryius Thomas. 3 of them was to Julian Edelman. We came back to the main menu. I had 4 skill points available. So you already know I'm about to start applying all of these skill upgrades. I worked on Scrambler. I worked on Field General. As you guys see, when I became 89 overall, I unlocked the rest of the X Factor abilities. So previously we had Fright Train, but now we could go ahead and equip any of the X Factor abilities available for a quarterback. Now we can use Fearless, Gambler. My favorite one, honestly, is the Bazooka, because it adds 15 yards to all of your throws once you are in the zone. So I decided to go ahead, equip Bazooka, and I was like, alright, let's jump into another game and test this out. 14-6 against the Steelers. We are in the zone, chucking this one deep. Man, oh man, some of these X Factor abilities, if it's equipped with the right superstar abilities, yo, you're gonna have a dangerous player. As I said, man, for this episode, I did want to wrap things up, so I went ahead and simulated the rest of the regular season to see how the team is gonna do. And unfortunately, we did miss the playoffs. You guys saw we finished with a 7-9 record, but at the end of the regular season, I became a 90 overall.
Guys, the season's officially wrapped up. Free agency's on the horizon. We've got lots to talk about. But first, it's time for another edition of Believe It or Not.
Hey!
A year ago, we saw a team draft a quarterback with almost no collegiate experience. Yeah. But to his credit, that quarterback played pretty well during his rookie season. So, Nate, believe it or not, after 1 year, this kid's on track to be a franchise caliber QB.
Maybe? I mean, the potential's there. But I got to keep it real. I don't know if I've seen enough from him yet.
Call me a believer.
Okay.
The more experience he gets, the better he's going to be. Okay, you asked if he's on track. He's absolutely on track to be a franchise quarterback. It's safe.
Listen, I don't even know what that means. He's a franchise quarterback of the future, but the guy who's going to carry them for years and years to come, got to see more. Come on.
I know. Look, here's how I say it. Regardless, no matter what we say, he's come such a long way since that college football playoff. I'm excited to see what he can do in year number 2.
We're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the stats. When we wrapped up the regular season, Tom Brady had the most passing yards. Right behind him was Baker Mayfield. And then you got Patrick Mahomes behind him, who had an amazing season with 38 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Ezekiel Elliott had the most rushing yards. Kareem Hunt had the most rushing touchdowns. And then, of course, the man Julian Edelman had 1,300 receiving yards, and he also had the most touchdowns on the year. Deion Jones had the most tackles, and then you got that boy Kevin King getting the most interceptions in the league, and the Rams ended up playing the Browns in the Super Bowl. Imagine if that happens in real life. Now here is some positive news. Although we didn't make it to the playoffs, we actually did get selected to the Pro Bowl. I think everyone who plays this mode does end up going to the Pro Bowl. But like I said, guys, I hope you understand why I wrapped up this series. Honestly, in my opinion, for me, there's just nothing really to play for. I mean, you are gonna improve your guy, get him to higher overalls, unlock all sorts of abilities. It's fun, I'm not gonna lie, but for me, I just didn't want to make a whole series out of it where I'm playing a bunch of regular season games with a quarterback. So in my opinion, I thought it was going to be more fun to just do like a whole season recap in one video and then play in the Pro Bowl and just wrap this up. So I hope you guys have been enjoying this. I hope you guys have been enjoying the rest of the Madden 20 videos I've dropped on the channel so far. If you haven't seen any of them, be sure to check it out. Be sure to slap that thumbs up button. Let's try to reach 4,000 likes on this video. And like I said, man, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like this year, I'm about to go ham for you guys. Here in the Pro Bowl, you guys see we are trailing by 3 points. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. I connected with Julian Edelman to keep the drive going. 1st and 10. We hand the ball off to Le'Veon Bell. I thought that was going to be a touchdown. He gets stopped at the 1. Moments later, 3rd and goal. Your boy gets rid of it. What a beautiful throw. Is that Benjamin Watson?
It's a 6-yard touchdown.
Check this out. We got the ball back. NFC took a field goal. So now it is a 4-point game. But here, we could put the game away with a touchdown on this drive. Let's hand the ball off to Le'Veon. We got to milk the clock. 3rd and 2. Oh, I see. Julian. Oh, what a catch.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
There you guys have it, Boss Nation. I really hope you enjoyed this series. I basically covered everything that you need to see with this mode. It's your boy AntoDaBoss. Continue being amazing, people. I am signing out.